Hello, all. It's your girl Tiffany, Madam Malicious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces High Priestess, aka the light that shines like its diamonds, also known as your modern day nun, one whom isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on today. If you would be so kind to like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Um, This is not going to be a reading. I don't think I'm going to pull any cards. I am going to be exposing the discrimination of the United States government, particularly the state of Arkansas, as well as the United States government, because I am a targeted individual, okay? And there is discrimination and harassment and intimidation tactics that's being used against me on purpose. So this video is going to be in an effort to expose the United States government, okay? And what has been going on, okay? Now, as many of you know, I have been forcibly made to live in poverty my entire life, okay? I've never had anything more than what the government could provide, to be quite frank, okay? Quite naturally, I was the black sheep of the family, okay? Went through several different types of abuse and neglect, okay? Which I really was a target. If you think about it, I've been a target my entire life, okay? And so, yeah, I've been a target my entire life, okay? Which was not made aware of this until I was in my 30s. So, like I've told y'all plenty of times before, my awakening began when I was 30 years old. And, really and truly, by the time I was like 33 is when all hell broke loose, around which time is when I found out even what a targeted individual was and that I was being targeted, okay? Because when certain things start happening, what a reasonable thinking person do is begin to research, on things. Why are these things happening? Hey, this is happening. What is going on? And that and the other is how I found out that, I was even being targeted in the first place to even know what the hell to call it. Okay. So anyway, there's been like a series of things that has taken place, throughout these many years that I have been a target, okay? So for the last, you could say 6 years, I have known that I've been a target, okay? Although, me actually being physically attacked with the measures and the efforts in which they are using now has been going on for the last 8 years, okay? But technically I have been a target all my life because there is abuses and different things that I have endured and going through, that I can recall and recant to you right now verbatim all the way from my childhood, okay? But we're specifically going to speak to the fact that I'm a targeted individual and some of the things that has been going on to prove that the United States government is behind this. Okay, I've told you all several different times, this programming, this targeted individual programming, this gang stalking that goes on. This is a federally run operation, okay? It is run, rule, control, operated by your United States government, okay? Now, it is, matter of factly, something that goes on all over the world in various different areas, excuse me. In certain areas, in certain other places, there are certain rallies and things that are held and protests and marches and different things, parades and different things that are held on specific days that they have set aside for individuals who are being targeted with, directed energy weapons, different types of militarized weaponry that is being used to target United States citizens, okay? And although, or citizens in general, and although the United States love to try to play pretend, gaslight people, act like they have absolutely nothing at all to do with this or know what it is. There are hundreds of thousands of people all over the world who have experienced this, who is going through this. Okay, many of the tactics that are used are things that are patented, okay, and can be proven in anybody's court of law, okay, that these things are indeed going on, that these are weapons and patented operations that the United States government and our military use, okay. But what happens is they seek the assistance of third party organizations like the SIS program, the SIS program, okay, COINTELPRO, and various other, gang stalking network groups that they use to handle the gang stalking, the harassment, the hacking, the tracking, the legal invasion and violation of citizens, okay? Many citizens, really all of them, are put on government watch lists to be watched, okay, to be to have their privacy invaded and violated, their human rights, their civil, their constitutional rights. And what happens is these very people who are these proclaimed leaders in these top prominent positions, getting paid millions of dollars and salary, they try to act like they're upstanding, righteous pillars of the community when in fact they are not. They claim to have taken oaths to uphold the United States Constitution, yet they break every rule, regulation, and bylaw of the Bill of Rights of the United States Constitution on a daily basis, and they know this to be matter of fact. But they think because they take their orders and lead from the royals, that because they own the majority of the lands and the Federal Reserve and the banking system, that this gives them the power to run, rule, and control any and everything in the world, including persons. Okay. So we, in fact, do not have a government. This is a corporation, okay? Nevertheless, okay, there are many different things that are done, okay? They have many different intimidation tactics, psychological operations that goes on a daily basis to attack and targeted individuals, okay? Neurolinguistic programming, remote neural monitoring, mind control programming on various different levels, directed energy weapons, okay, a multitude of various different things, voice to skull technology, okay, all type of things that is created to, it's called touchless torture, okay, and this is how they have gotten away with so many of the things that they have done to citizens. And even when people speak out, the first thing they want to say, oh, where's your proof? Who's doing this? How do you know that this is going on? And in an effort to try to make it seem like you're stupid or you're crazy or you're dumb or you have lost your mind. But when you think about these things, first of all, there's absolutely no reason. Like, who wakes up one day and decides to tell bald-faced lies on their government for no apparent reason at all? Who wakes up one day and just decides to lie on people that they are close to and their family they're around on a daily basis just for no apparent reason at all, okay? They're making it seem like people just woke up one day, smack dead, middle age, and became schizophrenic. No, that's not what's happening. But that's how they have this psychological operation set up, to make it seem like a person is mentally ill in some type of way. And that's usually what they try to put on a person when people speak out against the harassments, against the injustices that they are facing. Okay, but let me tell you something a little bit about something like schizophrenia. Okay, more often than not, schizophrenia is diagnosed when one is a teenager, okay? Anywhere from your younger preteen age into your 20s, at the very latest your late 20s, okay? Nobody is smack dead middle age and all of a sudden with no previous signs of that type of mental illness becomes schizophrenic. one day. That's like not how paranoid schizophrenia works, okay? But this is how they run these operations, and they think people are too stupid to know what they are doing because, soon as they can slap a label on you and throw you on some type of psychotic medications. What people don't understand is when people who are not mentally ill are forced to take psychotic medications, it makes you mentally ill, okay? Those drugs give you disabilities in itself, okay? Just as well as it's just about every other drug. If you notice, any pharmaceutical drug that is given to anyone for any particular reason, the side effects is worse than the problem that you are trying to fix, than the problem you are trying to cure. So in fact, big pharma and these different drugs and different things, okay, they are used to alter one state of mind. That's why a lot of time when you see people that's doped on these medications, they look doped up, they look zoned out, they walking around like zombies, their appearance, to their moods, to their actions or inactions, it all drastically change, and it's because of these heavy drugs that they have been placed on. And the reason why the government pushed for so many to be on these drugs, okay, is because it's what they use to try to discredit people, okay? Because if you have been slapped with a specific, label of a mental illness or some type of disability, okay, and you are on medication, they will always then refer to that. Well, this person is schizophrenia. This person is schizophrenic. This person is bipolar. This person is a multiple personality, has a multiple personality disorder, or this person is this, that, and the other. The government literally have a shit long list of different things. It doesn't matter, okay? If your big toe is crooked and leaned over to the left side, I guarantee you there is something that that the people in power call that. It has a name and a drug that they have come up with it, okay? And it could literally, I literally just made that up, but it could literally be that stupid, okay? So these are the things that they do. Okay, just a brief description of those of you who are not aware, and some of the things that I've mentioned. Take the time to research these things, okay, to look these things up, to study these things for yourself, because it's not all the time about what somebody else can tell you or trying to convince you of something. It's an effort to get you to listen to your own mind, because a lot of things that the people believe, okay, that people go on, if the people in government, if the people in power, if the wealthiest people in the world or your celebrities tell you, you all take it at face value and you run with it. You take it as its holy word and its truth. And oftentimes, too many times, majority of the time, these people stand before you and tell bald-faced lies to your face while displaying the truth in plain sight, okay? But you solely take their word, okay? And you don't question their authority just because they happen to have a degree, just because they happen to have some type of a certain position, title, or role, just because they happen to be wealthy with a certain amount of money, just because they happen to be in a position of authority or leadership, or just because they happen to be in government or in power, or just because they happen to be rich and famous, popular celebrities, okay? These people could literally come out and tell you something as dumb as the sky is going to turn purple at 6:33 tomorrow, okay? And y'all will believe it. They will get the celebrities to say it. They will get the people in government to say it. They will get NASA to come and say it. They will get the military to come and say it. And y'all would take it as holy freaking word, okay? Because they said so. Who in the fuck told you that they were telling, that they're the truth? That they were the God's honest truth, that you could believe anything that they are saying. So this is about you using your own mind. You are only using 10% of your mind. That means the other 90% of your mind, the United States government, the people in power are doing any and everything in their power to manipulate and control, because they do not want you using the majority of your mind. They definitely don't want you thinking for yourself. They don't want you to be a free thinker. Okay? They don't want you questioning their authority. Okay? They just want to be able to dress fancy before you. They just want you to be able to look up the fact that they are very wealthy, prominent people. And by golly, you should listen to them. You should bow down to them. You should worship them because they run, rule, and control everything. And how dare you question their authority? That's how they want you to think. This is the reason why these people spend millions of billions of trillions of dollars yearly keeping y'all brainwashed and dumbed down. So you won't think about these things on your own. So you won't even care about these things on your own. And by gosh, when somebody comes along to try to tell you, hey, this is going on, you are likely to shake your head and say, man, you're crazy. Man, hey, maybe you need to talk to somebody. Hey, man, are you feeling okay? Do you hear what you're saying? Do you know? Yeah. I could come to you and be telling you the God's honest truth with absolutely no reason to be lying to you, trying to get over on you, asking you for anything, trying to get anything from you, telling you the God's honest fucking truth. And you would call me a lie. But the people that you have documented proof and history who have lied to you over centuries could stand before you and say anything, and you would take everything that they say as holy word and would not question it. The people has got to get out of that mentality. Okay? So I'm sitting here before you all to speak to you all pertaining to some of the discrimination and the harassment that I have gone through. Okay. Now I began to speak briefly about the fact that have grown up in poverty. I'm not supposed to be in poverty. Okay. But this is the life that I have been forced to live, which, I've done the best I could in life to the best of my ability. All those things have been set up in place to prevent me from succeeding or progressing or having anything. And, from the government to the industry to the fake phony family to everybody that is around me, it's like this bulletin or this memo went out to everybody. Make Tiffany feel like shit. Make Tiffany feel like she's nobody. Try to lower Tiffany's self-esteem. Make Tiffany feel like she's ugly. Make Tiffany feel like she's not talented or skilled enough. Make Tiffany feel like she's a nobody. Make Tiffany feels like she's not of anything important. Okay. And with the hopes that, I would actually believe that and stay a nobody or become a nobody, my entire life. This is like something that I've noticed that has been systematically done and on purpose. Okay. So nevertheless, guys, okay, I said all that to say that, as many other people who have been faced with poverty, juggling and struggling throughout their life, they have had to have the assistance of, say, food stamps. Okay. So me being a single mother, okay, getting no support, getting no help at all, I was no different living in poverty, having to have food stamps. I had food stamps for a while with no problem at all, okay. Always turned in all my documentation, all my paperwork, all my information as needed, okay. Now, before I realized I was a target, for years upon years, it was no problem at all, okay. It only became a problem after I was a target. And even after I supplied every bit of information, even after I turned in everything that was requested of me, did everything that was asked of me, I know that it was the government behind them taking the food stamps away from me, okay? Because throughout this whole time of me being targeted, there's a process that goes on where these people try, while they're attacking you, they try to initiate you, okay? They try to get you to sell your soul, okay, to the satanic powers to be. They try to get you under contract to make a deal with the devil, okay? And they try to get you to be a part of their prostitution rings and having sex for money and different things like that, okay? They was not able to successfully recruit me, okay? So the attacks became more vigorous. They have attacked me more and more and more, okay? I continue to work hard, okay, from one day to the next, from sun up to sun down at times to provide for me and my daughter. Okay, and what they do is they have attacked me every step of the way. Okay, they have purposely made me lose jobs for absolutely no reason at all. Okay, but I would keep on pushing. I would keep on going, get another job or whatever, and they would do something to try to sabotage that job. They have done all type of things where they have made up lies on me and all kinds of things. Okay, had these people to target me on the job and various different things, okay? Managers and co-workers and different things of companies to go along with the government, because of course the government calls you up. Anybody in power calls you up and tell you to go along with this. These people take orders, okay? Because they began to think about their jobs being in jeopardy if they don't. Okay, so they take these orders and they do these shit. So I've lost several jobs. So I ended up getting to the point where I could not work in a regular job, where I was going in to somebody's building at a specific job site, clocking in, working there. I had to work for myself. So I had to figure out what I could do for work for myself. So I became an independent contractor. Okay. And so even a few of those jobs, they set it up to where, I had the job one day and the next day I wasn't able to log in at work, okay? And, they would totally take the job from me, okay? Even when I used to drive cabs and different things for a while, that's an independent contractor as well. Took that job from me. Even when I had a security job, fired, absolutely no reason at all. Took that job from me, okay? All kind of things they set up. So I still ended up doing independent contractor work, okay? I was down to my last 2-3 gigs, okay? Well, it ended up being 2 before this last time. I actually had 3, okay? But they finally got through to the other one, and that job was gone all of a sudden. Able to work one day, go to log in to work the next damn day. Now, as an independent contractor, you technically work for yourself. You can work your own hours on your own days, on your own time, whenever you want to. There is no logical reason for you to lose that job. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. Like, you literally would have to do the most to lose an independent contractor job. Like, you would literally have to commit an armed robbery while working, while being high as a kite, scummy drunk, get into a knockout, drag out fight. Like, you would have to do the mostest. You understand what I'm saying? When you have an independent contractor job, because you are working for yourself. You understand? Other than that, you should not lose an independent contractor job because you're working for yourself. Okay? So nevertheless, down to the last 2 jobs, which I actually still have these jobs, I just can't work because they tampered with my car. Once again, this last time they tampered with my car, couldn't get it fixed. Okay. And so they did this on purpose. They did this on purpose and for multiple reasons, to attack my finances, to attack my work, to attack my transportation and different things. So they do several things like that. And this is nothing but the satanic powers that be, the folks in power who want to call themselves sticking it to me. Oh, we're going to show you who boss. We determine whether you work or not. We determine whether you have a transportation or not. We determine whether you have money or not. You want to stick it to me. But look, I'm not your peasant. I'm not your servant. I ain't no fucking slave. And I ain't bow down and worshiping you, and I will never kiss your ass, okay? So you could try to flex your muscles from behind the scenes in secret all you want to, okay? But we making a clear-cut case here of racism and discrimination, and we can get it any day. And I'm still not going to sell my soul or my ass to you. I see how you treat the people who have sold out to you, okay? Let's get that understood. See, that's another thing the powers that be don't like. They don't like when you're strong-willed and strong-minded. They don't like when you awaken. They don't like when you can see the truth and you speak the truth. Okay? And they don't like it when you can see the demons in them and they can't fool you. They can't trick you. They don't like it when you're brainwashing. You ain't under mind control and you ain't dumbed down, because, see, then they can't manipulate you and control you the way they want to. Okay, but see, they used to these old sucker duck ass motherfuckers around here who willing to do anything for money, who willing to sell their soul, sell their ass, pimp out their children, kill their mamas, and every damn thing just for them to have a couple dollars in their damn pocket, which is completely fucking stupid, because it don't matter what position, title, or role you have, my nigga, the white satanic powers that be will never allow you to surpass them. So what you have sold your soul and your ass for then becomes for nothing. Okay? Because if I can't work my ass off to climb my way up that ladder to surpass you motherfuckers in power, then it ain't even worth me doing it. Okay? That would defeat the whole purpose. Okay? Because the fact of the matter is the people that's in power should not be in power. But if there's no other people in the world who could work their behinds off, okay? Who could climb that ladder. I ain't got no problem with doing hard work. Climbing that ladder. Okay? Doing things in the right way to be able to surpass them. See, you got people right now who are millionaires and billionaires, okay? But they would still, even in those positions, they would never allow them people to surpass those of them who are high up in power. And that's the reason why there's somebody in the world who got any significant position, title, or role, especially wealth, that the satanic powers that be are not controlling. First thing they do is they send in they scouters to recruit you, to get you to sell out, get you under blood contract, then get some type of blackmail tape on you. That way they ain't got to worry about you speaking out or ratting them out about what they're doing to you. See, this is how they operate. This is how they work. This is what goes on. They think people too stupid to know this, but I do. That's why they don't like me, because they can't get over on me. They've been trying their best ever since the rockabye baby, my ass back to sleep, baby. But it's the one thing about being awake, that you can't go back to sleep. You can't go back to sleep once you're awake. So nevertheless, guys, we're here today. And what I'm exposing to you today is the fact that, so when they cut off my food stamps, okay, I refuse to crawl back to white folks and beg for a goddamn thing. I'm not no begging bitch. Okay? I don't beg nobody for nothing. I don't even like begging bitches. Okay? They chase after men with the fattest wallet just so they can get any and everything the fuck up out of there. I ain't never been that type. You understand what I'm saying? I don't even like to fix my mouth to ask nobody for nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm a giver. You understand me? I done fed all kind of people. I done housed people. I give to people myself. Okay? So, I don't like having to be put in a position where, I have to seek the help or the assistance for anybody else, because when you do that, that's when these punk motherfuckers can dangle something over your goddamn head. Oh, if you ain't who we want you to be, if you ain't gonna do what we want you to do, then we gonna take this, okay? But these punk motherfuckers sit in power and they swear they such child advocates, okay? But how you child advocates and pro women, but you attack the majority of the people that you target and attack are single women and children? You ain't no pro children. They all are fucking witches. And everybody know that witches hate children. You witches eat children for lunch. You're not pro woman. And y'all not no child advocates. Otherwise, you wouldn't be attacking single mothers who don't get no child support, who don't get no help or no assistance in any type of way. Okay? And you damn sure wouldn't be attacking children if you were so pro children. And y'all should think about that, okay? Because even the children that's in the system, and trust me, I have been in that system and I've seen it and I have known it. Even the children who are in the system gets bullied and abused and picked on and molested and raped every fucking day right in the system. And the system, what y'all call child protective custodies and departments of human service, this is nothing but a governmental legal operation for human child trafficking, for kidnapping. That's all it is. And trust and believe me, they don't care about your ass enough for now one of them supposed kids that need any help or any assistance for them to take them home with them. No, they toss their ass right in the system, throw them in a nasty, filthy, dirty ass foster home. They're full, or either facility that's full of a whole bunch of other kids. Okay? And the overseers of them places don't give a damn about them damn kids. All they care about is them damn checks they get from the goddamn government. And them bitches is hefty. Y'all best know what's really going on in this system. See, this is the truth that don't get talked about. Nevertheless, guys. So I said all this to say that when they cut my food stamps off, I didn't go running back to them bitches. I didn't go begging to them bitches for nothing. I said I refuse. Because see, they'll do shit. When you a target, they'll do shit on purpose to try to forcibly try to make you codependent. Okay? To try to you ever seen that type of person who will sit back and talk about you but set up some shit on purpose And as soon as you have to come and ask them for something, they behind your back telling them up, see, I told you they was codependent. See, I told you they would be back. See, I told you they couldn't take care of themselves. See, I told you they would be begging for something. Bitch, please. See, I know how you bitches think. I am psychic. I'm naturally intuitive, okay? I can get inside the mind of anybody. I know exactly how you crooks think. Okay? But I'm not your fucking victim, bitch. I'm a survivor. Okay? So nevertheless, I didn't go back whining. I didn't go back on hands and fucking knees on all fours, begging the white folks in power for a fuck thing. I worked my ass off. And I tell my daughter the truth every step of the way. I told my daughter, I said, should it ever come to the point where we don't have nothing no more, it's not because your mama didn't try. It's not because I didn't work hard. It's not because I didn't put forth any effort. I make sure my daughter know the truth about everything that's going on, about the Satanists, about the witches, the demons, these people that's attacking us, must be in charge, everything that's going on. I'll tell my daughter the truth. We ain't got time to sit around here pedicate, ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies. We ain't got time to Red Rover up in here. I tell my daughter the truth. So I work my ass off, y'all, to take care of me and mine. Okay? Now I went from making anywhere from $300 to $500 a week, okay, to barely making $100 a week. I have showed you, I've done videos before where I showed y'all where I've sat on the on my thing, logged in, available for work for hours upon hours, and wasn't getting any work. This is because they was hacking the system, hacking my phone, hacking the job, preventing me from getting any work. Okay. And the jobs is I was working, like when you work jobs like Uber, okay, Ubers, DoorDash, things like that. They are constantly busy, like all the time. Uber, DoorDash, Bike Squad, all those people constantly working all the time. All the time. We was actually considered essential workers when everything else was shut down. We was actually still working. When you know, all that other shit was going on. Okay? But they was hacking the system, and these white folks in power didn't do nothing but they call up these CEOs and these managers of these damn companies and shit, and they fraudulently do shit, hack in shit, and purposely prevent you from making any money. And then when you call them, they play stupid, like, oh, they don't know what's going on, this, that, and the other. They do it all the time. So I went from making anywhere from $300 to $500 a week to $100 a week, but I made it work. I made it work. I saved what I could, stretched out what I could, got us what we needed. We were fine. As long as I was still able to work and this, that, and the other, and it got to the point where I was spending more on gas than I was even making. This is all while I'm seeing all the signs and symbolisms around me. They was plotting and planning to ambush me and my daughter while I was out working. To abduct us and kill us, man. I knew this shit was going on, but I couldn't stop working. I couldn't run the risk to stop working. And they seen it. They know that. They watch my every move. So they figured the only way we can get it to stop working if we tamper with the car. So they tamper with the car. They got these witches to do financial spells on me. They were already doing financial spells on me. That's how my money went down. But I was still working. And I'm talking about anywhere from 8 to 10 hours or more a day. And might make $25, $30. When I first started, if I would have worked 8 to 10 to 15 hours a day, I would easily make damn near $200, $100 and some dollars in one day. I can show you documented proof where I have made that before. So this is how I know I was being hacked. This was being done on purpose. Now ask yourself, who got that type of power? Nobody but white people in power. I wouldn't give a damn if the whole hood hated me. They could not call up CEOs, managers, or anybody in any type of organization or business to tell the people there to attack me and my child. Those are orders that came from white folk, wealthy white folk in power. I'm just telling y'all the truth. I ain't a bit prejudiced. I'm just telling y'all what it is. That's the truth. So nevertheless, guys, like I said, I kept working. I kept on working. And I made things work as much as I could. And my bills was paid on time. And my daughter don't want for shit. She got brand new clothes and shoes right now. I can show you she ain't even wore yet. Baby. My baby's good. You understand me? Got a cabinet full of school supplies and different things that ain't even been touched yet. You understand? Because when I got it, I make sure I stock up on what my baby needs first. You know how one save for a rainy day? You stock up for a rainy day as well. Because when the getting is good, it could be all good. But you never know when some shit gonna go bad. See, I knew this day was coming. I knew that all this was coming. You know? I came to a conclusion a long time ago. When you get targeted like this, once your privacy has been invaded in the most gross ways by the government, by complete strangers, when your human rights have been stripped from you, you can damn well believe that once you have become that target, you're going to always be a target. So I figured out a long time ago, I'm going to be a target and have to go through this until I die. I figured out a long time ago that I ain't going to never have sex again. That I ain't going to never be in a relationship again. But how could you? Who can be in a relationship when you're a target? I can't even trust my own supposed family. I can't trust the United States government. How the fuck could I ever trust to be in a relationship with anybody ever again? All they gonna do is send ops your way to abuse you physically, sexually, lie to you, cheat on you, poison you, kill you, work against you, gaslight you in your face. I opt out. No thanks. I'd rather not. I can do bad by myself. Thanks. I'm perfectly fine with being alone. It don't even bother me none. I feel like sex is overrated and all that shit. You feel me? If push came to shove, I can get myself a nut real goddamn quick and go on with my day, baby, and don't even worry about it. You understand? And I don't have any desire to bring another child in this world just for them to be a slave, a puppet for the satanic powers that be. And I know I actually know that if I got pregnant again, my child will be a son. And I'm not bringing no son into this world that's going to be turned out and feminized by the industry and the fucking government. Because I have a son, he's going to be a real man that know how to treat women for real. Not sissified in no way, because he done been punked out or turned out by the government. So I ain't eager to have no another child just for my child to be another statistic. Just for my child to be no slave. Just for my child to be brainwashed and dumbed down. I don't understand why everybody keep carelessly and recklessly getting pregnant any damn way. And we in a world with witches and warlocks and demons and Satanists and all kind of and lone wolf shooters and mass murderers and assassins and hitmans and shit. Rapists. Kidnappers. Abductors, all kinds of sick ass shit going on in this damn world. Why would you be steady carelessly and recklessly getting pregnant? So, figured out a long time ago that life as I know it was over. And I'm cool with that. I've been waiting on this day all my life. I frankly thought I would have been gone a long time ago. I've been waiting on them. I leave the light on for them. And see, that's another thing that pisses them off. They be wanting so desperately for you to be afraid of them. For you to be scared of them. I ain't scared of them fools. Ain't nothing new under the sun. They doing the same shit they been doing for centuries. The same shit. And they already know. I don't even live a careless and reckless lifestyle, so you ain't got no reason to lock me up. So the only option they got is to kill me in this bitch cold blood. And it can go down either day. But the people gonna know the truth. I ain't worried about it. I'll be back and we can do it again. But nevertheless, guys, so I when they cut off the food stamps, I continue to work hard. I'm like, fuck it. I pay for me and my daughter's groceries the best way I can. Kept the bills paid. Made sure my daughter had everything that she had. Because see, as long as my daughter is good, I can go without. I don't give a damn if I have to miss a meal or several meals. My baby not going to go without shit. But see, these bitches are set up shit in certain ways. See, when it comes to black folk, especially women, they want us to be ignorant and dumb and poor and prostitutes, bobbing for dicks, doing anything for money, and pimping our children out. Because this is the stereotype that they have put out for black women. That's the reason why they don't like black folk, period. But they especially don't like strong black women. They don't. That's why you don't see no real white men with no real black women. Now, the white men that you see with black women, they usually black women who want to be white. Or either they black women that come from probably some type of high society type of a family or something. Okay? They don't let they white mans be with no black women like that. Not no real black women. Not none of us that's got that real melanin in us. Okay? The strong-willed and strong mind and got our own backbone. And can think for ourselves. Type of black women. You understand what I'm saying? That ain't gonna tolerate being used, abused in no type of way. So you don't see, this is the reason why you don't see white men with black women like that, real black women like that. You liable to run into a white woman that's with a real black man before you will ever run into a white man that's with a real black woman. That's the reason why it's like that. That's how you know that racism still lives. And racism is real. So I continue to work hard, guys, okay? So when they broke down my car, okay, it's been like, let me see. The last checks I got from working was in May. Okay? So this is July now, okay? And so I waited for a while or whatever. I even did a few things to see if I could get the car back working. That didn't work, okay? And so I made a conscious decision. Well, I know what they're doing. And what I'm not going to do is spend every dime I got to go to some faulty mechanic that they're going to keep having to mess up my car. I'm not going to spend every dime I got to steady put in this car because the car was only $1,700. You understand what I'm saying? I spent every stimulus check and my income tax check keeping that car maintained. I was done. Because I knew it was being tampered with on purpose. I'm not going to do it. You're not going to hold me like that. Okay? Had over $5,000 and some dollars saved up. And I told you, I save when I can save. And I budget. Don't think it's a game when it's really not. I budget every month. Put the month down, the bills down, how much has got to be spent this month, last month. The bills in here, write it down, budget every goddamn dollar, every goddamn cent. And I save when I can save. And if you got any sense about you, you save more than you can spend, or more than you spend. That's the way to do it. You understand? And I think about the ifs, the ands, the buts, the possibilities, and the maybes. So I even had money set aside. 200 set aside for my daughter's birthday. 200 set aside for my daughter's back to school stuff. This would be clothes, shoes, supplies, Chromebook, whatever she need for school. Another amount set aside. Another 200 set aside for Christmas. I think's ahead. Plans ahead. See, a lot of people wait to the last minute, scrambling, trying to figure out how to do things. You plan ahead. Had over $5,000 and some dollars saved up, y'all. So these witches, they done attacked my finances. I kid you not, I done had to spend every dime off of nothing but food. It went to nothing but bills and food. They did this shit on purpose. They did this shit on purpose. Because they jealous and they envious of me. So not even me working my ass off. See, it wasn't enough that they stole my baby's inheritance money. It wasn't enough that they stole my inheritance money. It wasn't enough that they stole a house, property from us. It wasn't enough that them bitches have been making money off of me illegally for years and didn't pay me a fucking dime. Bitch, the work I do alone is worth millions. And that's just my writing. The other work I do is worth even more money. And they know it. That's why they got bitches copying off of me. That's why they got bitches trying to figure out my formulas. That's why they got bitches trying to steal my work. These motherfuckers have even tried to steal my work and pass it off as theirs. But them bitches, yeah, they gonna be put on blast too for that shit. Because, see, that's the one thing about stealing. Especially when it comes to somebody else's work. It don't matter how much you steal. At some point in time, even if you got a deal or got an opportunity or something, whoever you're working for is going to expect you to produce greatness over and over again. And, bitch, when you can't supply that greatness, bitch, they are going to then know your ass is a fraud. That's why it don't do nobody no good to steal nobody else's work. You're stupid. So nevertheless, guys. So I wrote it out and I waited. I spent every possible dime. I told my daughter, I said, okay, I don't want to, but I'm not going to see you go without. I said, even if them bitches don't give us nothing but the bare minimum, at least it'll be enough to make sure that you have everything that you need. Your fruits, your vegetable, or your all the stuff that she eat, her juices, her snacks, everything that she needs. Even if there's nothing for myself. Because I'm not going to see my daughter go without a damn thing. Scorching hot day. We went down there. And where I live, the Department of Human Service is right down the street from me. I've told y'all before, I'm very close to a downtown area. But the cross street that I live on, I could literally walk down my house, out my house. And the cross street is right there. So, walking, it may take you 10 minutes or so to get down there. So we walked this one day. We could have hopped on the bus, but we ended up leaving the house. I had just missed the bus, and it was right down the street, so we ended up walking that one day. We went down there. Okay? I'm going to show y'all this. Whenever you go to the Department of Human Service, whatever you go for, okay, whether it's T, Medicaid, SNAP, whatever, they check what you're there for, check all the documentations and everything that you turn in. This is the receipt. They have to give you a receipt for everything. Okay. Y'all look at that closely. Right up here, you see the date. This is like the 4th, 6/4/22. You see, when I went there. Okay? You see the clerk's name down here, my name here. Okay? This is the receipt. Y'all done took everything from us. So I said, you know what? These bitches, they done did this shit. Now, they have absolutely no reason at all to deny us. We got absolutely nothing. I can't work. No transportation. We're below the poverty level now. Got nothing. I don't know about anybody else's states, but in the state of Arkansas, a homeless person on the street can walk in the Department of Human Services and file for food stamps. And even file for something called like emergency assistance. It's basically where it's like supposed to be some type of rush that's put on it for you to get at least a small amount right away, just so you'll have food to eat. Okay, and can get the bare minimum. Now the minimum in Arkansas, well, the last time I checked, this probably was like years and years ago amount. It's probably been changed since now. But a single person, homeless or just a single person below the poverty, in poverty, was $152. That's for one person. Adults. Okay? So surely you get more than that when you're a single parent with a child. And not only with a child with disabilities. Okay? So as y'all can see, I went in there in the month of June. June 4th, it says. Got the receipt to prove it. Now, usually when you go in these people's offices, okay, they're supposed to send you a letter in the mail to let you know when your appointment date is. Okay? So, I told you this was on the 4th. Okay? This was on the 4th. So, I ended up calling them. A while had went by, and I'm like, damn, they haven't even sent anything in the mail to say when the appointment was or anything. But now we at home all day, every day. Okay? I ain't missed a call if my phone has rang. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody called. Okay? No nothing. Nobody called. So, what was it? On the 23rd, because I hadn't heard anything, I called. Somebody usually, and I don't even understand why they have people that work in these offices. They got all these damn employees that work in there, but nobody ever answers the fucking phone. Ever. Just so happened, I literally had to call like 50 fucking times, and somebody finally answered the phone. Back to back to back to back. I'm like, hey, I'm just calling. I filed for food stamps. I haven't even received anything in the mail. The woman, bald face, lied, y'all. She said, oh, well, we called. You missed your appointment. Your appointment was on the 13th. Now, remind you, I went in there on the 4th. You didn't call me on the 13th. I said, oh, you called me on the 13th? Okay. Now, look, let me show you this. Okay. And this just goes to show how many times I had to call, guys. Okay. I called them, and you can see the date here. This was June 23rd that I called. Okay. So I went back to the 13th. I told you I don't even get no calls. The calls that come to me, they either them, them robo type of calls, like, spam type of calls or whatever. 3 calls went out on the 13th. They said they called on the 13th. Now, these two calls here, I sent these calls out, okay? This call right here, this 800 number right here, was me getting called from something about my daughter's schooling stuff, okay? As you can see here, no call from them people at all, okay? Because I got their number programmed in here. No call from them. Now, I told you the 23rd is when I called them. Okay? So the woman claimed, oh, we called you. You missed your appointment on June 13th. Nobody answered the phone. I said, ma'am, no, that's a lie, because you have not even sent me a letter in the mail telling me when the appointment even was. Okay, guys? So I knew that they were lying, and they was trying to cover their tracks with procrastinating the case. I kid y'all not. Check this out. Check this out. I got this right after I talked to that woman. Now, remind you, I'm right down the street from the Department of Human Service. Down the street. It wouldn't have taken you that long to mail me anything. Okay? Now, I found this interesting because I'm in Little Rock. But if you see here, where it came from, you sent me something. Why do you have people in Pine Bluff that's in another city that's like 35 minutes away from Little Rock working something, cases in Little Rock? That's not how that goes. But this just goes to show that they fucking me over. Y'all look. This came in the mail right after I talked to the woman. 2 different notices in the same package. It even show you on the date. This one says notice of appointment here. Okay. This one says notice of appointment. Okay. And so it's got the date and time and everything, y'all. I didn't receive this until after this was passed. Okay. And how you know that they fucked up? Because they sent both of these in the same thing. They sent the notice of appointment and notice of misappointment in the same fucking envelope, y'all. How you know I ain't lying? Look at the dates. Let me show you. Trying to keep from showing my full address. Look at the dates, y'all. Same day. Date of notice. Now, this is say the notice of appointment. How do you send out somebody a notice of appointment in the mail on the day that the appointment is? Remind you, she said that the appointment was on 6/13. So how is it that you sent me this in the mail on the 6/13? How you know this came in the same mailing package? Look at this. Notice of missed appointment. Date of notice, 6/13. Them bitches think I'm stupid. How do you make somebody appointment and claim they missed appointment on the same fucking day that you sent out the notice? So this lets me know now, and this didn't come to me until after I had talked to this woman. So they lied. Them people didn't call me. They procrastinated my shit on purpose. They didn't send me a letter with the appointment date and time so that I would know it. They did not call me. And to cover their tracks, they sent both of these in the same fucking envelope, y'all. How do you send out a notice of appointment and a notice of misappointment in the same fucking envelope? Now, didn't I tell you that when I called, because it had been so many days, I'm like, dang, what's taking them so long? They hadn't even sent anything in the mail. You know, I understand them being busy, but surely they would have sent something in the mail by now to tell me whatever. Look at this, y'all. Look at it. You can see where I called several different, how many times I had to call. Because you see right here, I called at 3:24. See where I called again at 3:42 or whatever. And as you can see, it says Snap Office. Okay, you see that little green thing right there, this lets you know that these are outgoing calls. These are me making calls. Okay, outgoing calls here. If it was a missed call, that would be red, like it would be turned red, and a line would be through it saying I missed a call. Now this was on. Look at the date. Now, look at the date. Can y'all see this? June 23rd. This is when I called them. Because remind you, this didn't come until after I talked to them on the 23rd. They sent the notice of appointment and notice of a missed appointment in the same thing. They're trying to cover their motherfucking track. But they think I'm too stupid, like I can't fucking read. Like I wasn't going to see the date that you done mailed this shit the fuck out. You can't send somebody a notice of appointment and a notice of a missed appointment on the day that you claimed the fucking appointment was on. I just showed you on the phone. I didn't hear anything that whole month, y'all. Them people didn't call me. I called them on the 23rd, y'all. And so I told the woman, no, y'all didn't call me, and you haven't even sent me any documentation, any letter or anything. Didn't I tell you I talked to him on the 23rd? So she ended up rescheduling my appointment. Now check this out. I just showed you on the phone where I talked to her on the 23rd, date of notice, 6/23. They turned around and sent me this, which is the notice of a rescheduled appointment. So they rescheduled my shit, as you can see here, for the 1st, between 2:30 and 3. Now this call, I purposely made sure I was up, had the phone in my hand, waiting. When I tell y'all that the appointment was between 2:30 and 3. When I tell you that woman called me at like 2:59, 2:55, the last damn minute. Last damn minute. Because they knew. Because these people just watching me and listening to me. And I sat here and I said, and I was thinking to myself, I had said it loud, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Them people didn't call me the first time. I said, now that they don't call me this time, they can't say. I even went as far as to standing outside to make sure I had a good signal on my phone and everything. Which I don't have no problems calls coming in or anything like that. The only times I have problems with calls coming in is they will hack my phone and block calls and messages and emails and all kinds of things coming through my phone because they're hacking and tracking me all the time. But I showed you on the phone when I talked to this lady. She sent out a date of notice on 6/23. This is when I talked to her. Request for rescheduled appointment. Okay? And they didn't get me in right away. They waited till the whole month of June went out. Okay? 7/1. July 1st. Now, it is now July 15th. This means even still. So this woman called and I did end up talking to her and everything. She even called herself being funny. Out of all the years that I have ever had food stamps, never ever do these people ask you for some type of collateral reference. And I'm telling this one, I'm like, I don't even have no family, no friends or nothing. So I don't know. I ended up having to give her my landlord's number because I'm like, I've never had to have, you've never in food stamp history ever has had to have any type of collateral. She started asking for stupid shit. And I already know how this process go. So I turns in all of my documentations that they need when you get there. Which is Social Security cards for me and my daughter. Copy of driver's license. I got a scanner. I got a copier. I got a laminate. I got everything I need. I got a whole office here at home. Okay, so I copied everything they need. All the utility bills, the rent receipts, driver's license, Social Security cards, insurance bills, everything that I needed to provide. Okay? Bank statements, everything that they usually ask for. This bitch called herself being funny. We need a collateral reference. If you don't have no collateral reference, then we going to have to put you on hold. Never in the history has anybody ever needed a collateral reference to get some type of food fucking assistance. I'm not trying to buy a fucking car from you that I want to lease to fucking own. I done just gave you all of my fucking documentation. Personal information. That has been all you have ever needed. And then they ask stupid shit like, what's your child's father name? Bitch, he don't even matter. He don't take care of his damn child. And I have been down to child support because, a long time ago, see, they force people's hands, single mothers' hands. If the other person is not in your child's life, they force you to go and put them on food or put them on child support. You have to figure out child support pay. Y'all so fucking stupid. I had to do that years and years ago when she was a fucking infant. You bitches already had him in the system because he got 6, 7 other kids. Y'all went to his mama's house. He opened the motherfucking door. You look right at him, the person that you were looking for. He lied to your stupid ass face and told you it was it was his brother that they were looking for. They was talking to the damn person. And them stupid idiots left. This fool called me after and said, "Oh yeah, your friends just left here." See, you can't get child support from a motherfucker that ain't got nothing. Okay? So when it comes to child support, it don't do no good in getting the middleman involved, okay? Because they ain't nothing. They like loan fucking sharks. They don't care nothing about the kids. They don't care nothing about no single parents. That's the reason why they get they cut out first. If a man have to pay $500 a month in child support, you best believe the government is taking $150, $200 off the top. There won't be some. She be lucky to see $300 of that $5 that this man is paying in child support out of every one of his damn checks. So the government ain't nothing but some fucking sorry ass pimps, crooks, gangsters. They the real OGs around this motherfucker. Because they the ones that's getting over on everybody, screwing everybody sideways and robbing everybody fucking blind with interest. Lying sons of bitches. So they thought they were going, they bitches thought they were going to lie to me. You didn't send me no documentation, other appointment, first appointment. You did not call. But to cover yourself, you sent this shit, the notice of the appointment and the notice of the missed appointment, in the same fucking envelope. And I ain't got no reason to lie, y'all. I only got 2 envelopes here. Even show you on the outside of the envelope when it was sent. This shit came in this same envelope together, bruh. It's got the same fucking date on it to tell you when it was drawn up. They so fucking stupid, like I wasn't gonna be able to read to know when this was printed up. That was the first thing I fucking looked at. I called that woman to check on this shit on the 23rd, and they sent this shit out on the 23rd. Type this up real quick. Request for rescheduled appointment. But nevertheless, y'all, here we are on the 15th of July. That means it has now been a month and a half, a month and 2 weeks since I have applied. These people have no reason to deny me and my daughter. This means even after the second appointment, it has been 2 whole weeks. Bitch, you can't get your job done in 2 weeks? Huh? They still haven't even mailed out any damn thing else. And you know they on that fuck shit, bro. Because I'm going to tell you how they subliminally fuck with y'all. I went out to check the mail yesterday, y'all. Some lady mail came to my house. This is a person's mail that don't even belong on this street. I remember the address, y'all. The woman address was like 5503. I'm at 15 and something. This woman address, not even on the same street. They even got the postal people are fucking crooks, stealing people mail, delivering people mail to the wrong fucking place. Altering people's mail, stealing people's mail, halting people's mail, because these sorry, wealthy ass motherfuckers in power tell them to do so. They did that shit on purpose so I see that shit. Like, look, we sending somebody else stuff out, but we ain't sent yours out yet. It's from the same motherfucking Department of Human Service, from the same damn division. They sent that shit out on purpose so I see it and put it in my mailbox. What type of idiot? And see, I know it's not my regular mailman because I speak to my regular mailman all the time. But every time that man's on vacation or on break or off or something like that, they get these punk ass fake phony ass other folks around here delivering the fucking mail. They either put my neighbor's mail in my box or my mail in my neighbor's box. And if I don't catch it fast enough, get out there and check the mail before he check his mail, they'd even have my neighbor to take some of my mail and not give it to me. Or either just deliver my mail all the way to somebody else's residence. Or it just not deliver it, I'll just steal my mail altogether. Because these motherfuckers is targeting me. That is a federal crime, you dumb bitches. Mail fraud is a federal crime. You mean tell me you motherfuckers who sellouts rather risk going to the penitentiary because you sold out to some white motherfuckers in power that's your oppressors and giving you orders? And what pisses me off the most is they hire black motherfuckers in government jobs, and these bitches sit in here and they cushiony little air-conditioned jobs on their fat asses, thinking because they got a few motherfucking benefits, a 401 motherfucking K, working for the government, that they somebody fucking special. They move like fucking molasses and act like this is their establishment personally. When they taking orders from white people in motherfucking power, when the majority of the people that come in there for assistance look just like your sorry, sold out black ass. And every one of your people that you fuck over, bitch, with your sold out ass is because your oppressors have told you to. So you black motherfuckers who got government fucking jobs, who got some type of position, title, or role, and you think you somebody to fuck special, you are not. First of all, the only reason why you got them positions is because white folks have allowed you to have them positions, stupid. The only reason why you got any motherfucking rights you think you got is because white folk came along and said you got these rights. Before then, y'all were hooping and hollering and protesting and marching in the motherfucking streets, begging for some motherfucking rights. And guess what? You didn't get them motherfucking rights. Segregation didn't end until white folks said so. Racism didn't end until white folks said so. Slavery didn't end till white folks said so. You bitches wasn't even able to work or vote until white folks said so. Now you think you special because you got cushion and air-conditioned motherfucking jobs with benefits sitting on your fat black ass. Thinking you somebody special doing nothing but fucking over your own people. And you think you somebody special because you fucking sellouts. You willing slaves. And you do it for incentives. You get no Purple Hearts for that shit. Only reason why white folks in power allow black folk to work in higher position roles is so they can keep an eye on you niggas. To make sure that niggas ain't coming together, grouping up together, coming up with their own plots, plans, and schemes to overthrow their ass. Don't you know they figured this shit out a long time ago? We got to give them something. This way, if we bring them in, we can keep an eye on them. We know what they saying and what they doing. If we bring them in and have them working for us and give them a few incentives, then they'll turn on the other people. And this is what the fuck y'all do. Y'all do it willingly. Y'all do it willingly. And you walks around with your head held high feeling good about your fucking self. But y'all the onlyest fucking ones that's setting up and sacrificing your own people. You ain't never in history seen no white man run to no black man to set up his own fucking bloodline. To set up his own goddamn people, you idiots. Never in history have you ever. And bitch, you can't call me a lie. I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. You bitches sold out a long time ago, and you turned against your own people like me a long fucking time ago. So fuck all of you with a sick dick. And anybody that feeling any type of way about my language right now, I really don't even like using this type of language. Unless I am highly passionate about a topic. But see, I love documented proof. I documents everything, baby. I documents everything. So the longer they drag this shit out, because y'all taking orders from your oppressors, from the white people in power that want to stick it to me and my daughter, because I refuse to sell my soul and my ass to them, because they can't control me, bitch. Denying me for some shit that taxpayers dollars pay for. This shit don't come out they motherfucking pocket, bitch. They owe me. Right the fuck now. This shit should have been approved the first fucking day for what these bitches owe me. Oh, but they won't flex their muscles. They want to show that the reptilian shape-shifting demons is boss. Run, rule, and control the fucking world. Y'all didn't create the fucking world. You don't control the goddamn world. So you can miss me with that. Y'all didn't create the goddamn world, thus you don't control the fucking world. And you didn't create humanity, thus you don't control me. It's just as plain and simple as that. And I don't give a damn what type of position, title, or role you got, bitch. I got documented proof of your discrimination, bitch. And we can take it to trial any motherfucking day. I can put a whole state of Arkansas on blast. And we can take this shit all the way up to the Supreme Court if you want to. Because, see, they suspect niggas not to know they fucking rights. Even the bullshit ass rights that they came to fuck up with. But, bitch, where y'all made the mistake at is when you came up with the fake, phony, fraudulent ass rights, bitch. You never thought that niggas would be smart enough to fucking know them damn rights and contest you on them fucking rights. By the rules, regulations, and bylaws that you the fuck created. That's how you beat them at their own motherfucking game. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong. Exposing the discrimination of wealthy people in power and the hatred and racism towards brown-skinned people, as well as all the low-life, low-level, low-vibrational ass Negroes that's sold they soul to the devil for incentives. I hope y'all feel special. I hope y'all feel real good, baby. But I got news for you. When this shit go kaboom, them white folks that you sold out to, they ain't coming to scoop y'all asses up. Y'all don't have no spots in they bunkers. Yeah. They gonna let y'all ass wither away and die. All of you bitches is gonna perish. And don't hold your breath. Because y'all not going to be raptured neither. It's been real. I thank you all for listening. I thank you all for watching. If you would be so kind to like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. For those of you who would like to contact me, you could do so at tiffanyziegler60@gmail.com or at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can follow me on Instagram at Shine Bright Like a Diamond with an underscore between each word. If there is anyone who would like to donate to the channel, it is greatly appreciated, and I do thank you in advance. You can do so through Cash App, which is $TiffDiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/@36diamond. As always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. This is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There is wickedness in high places, and there is evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when somebody may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.